Waiting, waiting, and waiting. And you know what? While I wait, I'm gonna play some music. Doop, 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 doop. Unless it starts playing it on my phone. Just kidding. Okay. Anyway, hello everyone, and welcome back to another Dolly video. My frizzy, crazy hair. Um, but yeah, back again with another video. Yes. Well, whichever one is the like we talked about last night, like a dark red or something like that.
Yeah, but there's red, and then there's just a red tone wood color.
Well, I'll probably be done in a minute.
Well, I mean like barn red. You don't want that red.
No, not that red.
Okay.
Sorry. Talking about my mom's making a little crate for my records, and she's talking about stains and colors and whatnot. Anyway, welcome back to another Dolly video. Yes, I got this big package in the mail, and also I got a new Motionette at Salvo to replace one of my other ones that broke while I was fixing it last year. Really made me mad. I mean, she's a little cheapo, but I mean, I thought she was cute. But this is the one that broke. Well, actually, I'll show you the one I found first. She's a lot creepier than the one that broke. But this is the one I found. She's made by B&D, whatever that is. I think someone might have said it's Canadian company. I don't know. But she's a little 16-inch Motionette. And, yeah, that's her face with her creepy eyes bulging out of her head. And she works and all. She's kind of loud. But she goes really, really fast. Oh. But yeah, that's the one I just got. And then the one that broke, this is her head. I'm thinking about just switching their heads, because you'll see why in a minute. But this is the head of the one that broke. And see, her eyes are not completely bulging out of her head like this one is. That's a big difference. And it's the same doll, same Motionette. Both made by the same company around the same time. But yeah, this one is more like not as creepy looking because her eyes aren't completely bulging out of her head. But yeah, this one, she had some corrosion on her battery compartment, but she still works. However, I just don't like how her eyes are like bulging out of her head, and she just looks so surprised compared to this one. But yeah, she broke because I was working on her last year, and the plastic piece in the back, you can see it broke off. The piece that holds her, that the screws go in to hold her in place up here. So that piece broke, so now she can't stay in place. And then when I got that one, someone told me that she's like really hard to find and yada yada yada, so I thought I was never gonna find her again, and then I found this one. I didn't know what she looked like because she was turned around backwards in her box. So I had no idea that her eyes were like bulging out of her head like that. So I might just put this head onto this one. Because, yeah. I don't know. But, yeah. So that is that one. And then I got this big old box here that we are going to open with my little X-Acto knife. Tiny, tiny, tiny little thing. And I think it goes this way. I think. I'm not exactly sure. Stop doing that. Okay. So that's that. Okay, so that's one side. There we go. Okay. So now, you know what? I'm gonna put this down here. Scoot this back. Whoops. Alright, so let's see what we have here. Except there's more to cut. Okay, now here's some tagging. And here's, I think this is the head that he wanted me to fix the hair on, like I did the last one. So we'll just get this open. Yes. I'm pretty sure he said the hairnet that's on here is the same one that I sent her back with the last time. Okay, so here is the head. And, ooh, her hair is a little frizzy. But hopefully all should turn out well. Get this off here. Okay, so, wow. Forgot how long her hair was. So yeah, this is her with her little curly hair. And it doesn't look like any kind of haircuts or anything, which is good. But here's her head. Her hair is a mess. It's supposed to be like really nice and pretty and curly, and then it looks like this. So, but yeah. So that's one that I am fixing up. Her hair does look pretty shiny though. So that is good. And yeah, so that is that one. And then there's some others in here that he did not want. So let's get these out, see what we've got. Okay, so here is one of them. Just getting them both out. So this one, he said, was kind of frozen up. But her hair seems to be in good shape. So do it this way. But her hair looks really shiny. It looks to be in somewhat good shape. It's not like super frizzy or dry, which is good. But he did say she was frozen up. And usually when I find ones like this, they're not frozen up. And I think this is a Padma, if I'm not mistaken. I can find a tag anywhere. Usually they have a tag. But yeah, I've never unstuck the gears on any of these, so let me get the batteries out of this one. And then we'll stick them in her. Okay. So, okay, batteries in. Which one is which? That's the sound. That's not doing anything. It flashes. there it goes. So she is frozen up. Well, let's see if we can figure out. Maybe she has. No, she doesn't. Okay, so. Oh, she has one of those. Ugh. Ugh. So this might be a little complicated. Because she has a setup like one of the 24-inch Motionettes. Yeah, I've never unstuck the gears on one of these, so I guess we'll see how it goes. But yeah. Can I see your comments? Yes, I can. She's noisy and creepy. Yes, she is. Yes, she will look very good like her sisters. And both the wreath was around the neck, but I put it on her arm. So if it was so you took her head off, okay. Yeah, no, her insides are, the way she's set up like a 24-inch Motionette. So I've never fixed one of those, or one that's set up like that. So hopefully it's not too complicated, but I guess we'll find out. And then the other one, which is this little porcelain girl, which is really strange because I've never... Are her lashes cut? I think her lashes are cut. I've never seen one of the porcelain dolls on the battery-operated bodies. Or battery-operated bases. So that is strange. But it just says made in China. So, and I think she was noisy, he said. Unless she was frozen up. I can't remember. Well, she's running. But she's not doing anything. There she kind of goes. Yeah, no, she's not doing anything. But she is running. She's not doing anything. Well, no, she's kind of moving. She's trying. She's trying. A little bit. She's trying. But other than that, she's not really... Yeah, no, she's not doing nothing. And she has a porcelain head with no screws. So I'm not even sure. And her sound's not working. Is that one wearing a wig? This one, yes, probably. Yes, she is. This one, and then this one is wearing a wig. But trying to. I don't even know. I don't think this comes apart up here, does it? How did they even get this on here? I mean, these are probably put together, not meant to be taken apart. But I'm pretty sure she is sewn together. But let's see. Okay. I guess that's how they got that on. And she has a cloth covering over everything. So oh yeah. Cloth covering over everything. However, her backing is pulling apart very easily. So let's see if we can't figure out what's going on. So she has an open gearbox. Okay. She was just moving really good. So is her main gear turning? Oh my gosh. Her main gear it scooted itself up. So it's not even connecting with the gears. Okay, so let's try that. There she goes. Now she's working. Until that main gear slips itself back up and off. But she is working. And she sounds pretty quiet. She's not very noisy. But yeah. And yeah, that's gonna need a new gear because it's still trying to work its way back up the shaft of the motor, and then it'll come loose from the other gears. So that's one problem solved. And then Little Miss Angel, let's see. Okay, so a little bedazzled purse. Looks like it's missing a little jam. Oh. There's the noisiness. I think actually she looks kind of good with their little, like if she had little side ponytail. But yeah, it sounds like she does need a main gear replacement. But she does seem to be working now. Yeah, she definitely needs a main gear replacement. Hear that clicky click click. Yeah, she needs a main gear. Which is totally fine because I have like a million. Wherever they went. Where are they? Oh, here they are. Million little main gear replacements. Yeah, once I get a new little gear on her that goes right onto the shaft of the motor, put some new grease on her, she should be good. However, I think her one side of eyelashes may have been cut. But yeah, I've never seen a porcelain doll on a battery base. Usually those are the plug-in ones. Oh. So now her music is working. I don't know if you saw that little, it went right by here. Looked like a little orb. And as soon as it went by, her music started playing. Oh, there it goes. Now it's not. Okay, so now she's moving and playing music. She was just playing music before, she wasn't moving. And now she's moving and playing music. Alright. Well, yeah, that is her. And then... let's see. I want to get her opened up and see if if I can explain to you guys what I mean. What is that? Is that a hair or is that... Nope, that's a piece of thread. Okay. And it looks like her wig is half coming off. And this is going to be incredibly complicated to get off. Alright. So, now... Okay, there's one side. Take that off, make it a little easier to get off. Okay. Now her costume is off. And so let's see if she... Oh, cool, she does. So, cut this little tape here. And looks like she has a little flap here. Cut those. And bam. So she's set up like a 24-inch with this mechanism here. Enclosed gearbox. So let's see if just with massaging the main parts without having to open her up, if we can get her to move. Without having to take her fully apart. And this can come off. Maybe. Okay. Now, alright, so let's see. One. There's only 2 screws in here holding that together. Okay. So maybe just do a little bit of this. Nope. I need a thicker screwdriver. That's a flathead, but I guess that might work. Alright, so since there's only 2 screws, see if we can get this up and open here. No. I think actually this whole thing just comes right out. So let's get the screws out of her head. Like I said, I've never repaired one of these because usually they just work really good and they're never jammed up too much. Okay, so now her head should come off. Okay, and this get cut. And this will come off of there. And that's also gonna have to come off. So with some of these, they have a pin in there to hold the head on. So I'm just removing that pin. So there's the pin. And then this will just come right off. Like that. Then there's a little spring in there. Okay, so now this will come apart from there. Alright, so now her whole mechanism will just pop right out. Now, let's see. So let's see if maybe just turning this. No, I need a thicker screwdriver. Where did all my screwdrivers go? So unorganized am I. Nope. Nope. Okay, well, all my screwdrivers are missing. So, actually, let's try that. I'm gonna try removing the motor from out the bottom here. Oh no! You're supposed to be magnetic, screwdriver. So much for that. Alright, maybe it's the motor itself that's frozen up? Ooh, ooh, yeah, that's... Oh yeah, this motor is so frozen up. So frozen up. So, what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this and we're gonna go into the bathroom and we're gonna spray it with some WD-40. or not WD-40, PB Blaster. My new can that I got. Or not, because it's not in here. So we'll have to use my other can. So, yeah, now this motor is very much frozen up. And this main gear is turning, but the motor is not. So, actually, let me go grab my pliers, because then maybe I can twist this by hand. See if I can get it going here. All right, here's my pliers. So I guess it was a good thing that I took the motor out from the bottom instead of taking the entire mechanism apart. Ah, I learned something new. Okay. So her candle is lit. She is on. Let's see if we can get this. Ooh, wow. This is, wow. Very much frozen up. So it might just need a new motor altogether, because this is, holy moly. So it's trying. It is definitely trying. Spray it with some of this PB Blaster here. Okay, as my fingers get covered in oil. Oh, oh. There we go. This whole motor honestly might have to come apart. Ah, there we go. All right. All right, we got movement. We have movement in the motor. I don't know if you can hear it, but we have movement again. But if it stops, okay. So we have movement in the motor. I'm gonna let that run for a minute. Glad you know what you're doing. I wouldn't done any of this. That's why I sent them to you. Honestly, with ones that are set up like this, I have no idea what I'm doing because I've never done it before. It doesn't take much to freeze up that motor again. So what I'm gonna do, take some of this toilet paper, get off all this excess here. And then flip this up, move these wires out the way, and spray this bottom side. And if that doesn't help free it up, I I might just have to replace the motor. Okay. So, I think that's all it needed. So now let's put this gear back on. So now this motor spins freely. So now let's go back out there and we'll put some grease on here. Stick it back up into the mechanism and see if we can get her working. All right, it's probably not good for her to be dangling like this. Okay, let's see. Oh, all right. Okay, let's put you back up here. Oops. All right. This motor is very warm. But there's a lot of pull to it. And it is getting... Ooh. Ooh. Just kicked into high gear. All right. So now I'm pretty sure... If you can hear that, the motor is... Sounds like it's running at full speed. All right. So now I'm going to get some Q-tips here and get my grease that I use, which of course is going to be a pain in the absolute butt to open. Alright, so there's that. Some of my grease here. I really don't need to put that much on there, but... Okay. So I got now grease on the gears. Alright. Alright. So now let's put these screws back in here. Hold this back up into the motor. And see if she moves. That back on there. This one back on here. Why? Unless this is backwards, which it shouldn't be. All right. Moment of truth. Ta-da! She's working. However, she is kind of noisy. And I think that's because her main gear is cracked. But she's working. See her mechanism in there moving. Moving her arms. All right. She has her music. Turn her off. Turn her on a couple times. And she seems to be working. She's not getting froze up again. Which is very, very good. Very, very good. So, now, gotta put her back up into her body. And I have no idea how she sat in here because she's completely crooked. But I'm guessing she just kind of sat like that. But she is completely crooked. But yet there's nowhere for this thing to go. See, she's extremely crooked in there, but I mean, whatever. She's still working, so. She's a little noisy, but she's working at full speed. It's about how fast these ones go. So now let's put her back together. Alright, so her neck post, you're going to put the spring, and then you're going to put this piece, and make sure the post faces wherever that little hole is. And then you're just going to push that down like that till the post comes through the top. And then this one had a little washer over it. Put that there. And then you're going to put the little pin wherever the hole is. Right there. Just like that. And then I'll put her head on here just to make sure her head is moving properly. Okay. Ta-da! So really, she's really not that noisy. However, she still has a little bit of racket to her. But I really don't feel like taking apart her entire mechanism to grease every single one of her gears. So I'm going to take all these wires, shove them back up into here. They're not really needed to be out. But yeah, alright, so let's put her outfit back on. Alright, so I always do the... When I take the outfits off, I do the non-candle arm first. So then the candle arm is second, so that when I put her outfit on, the candle arm is first. And the non-candle arm is second. I'm not going to worry about taping that flat back right yet, because there always is a possibility of these freezing up again. Why is this not? Okay. All right. Switch out all that. Make sure all that's where it should be. Alright. And now this can go back onto here. And her wings. Oh, that's upside down. Alright, well, she's put back together. And still working as she should. I know it doesn't look like very much movement, but she's a-moving. And her motor is getting faster, which is good. And then it slows down when her arms go out. So I'm thinking this costume is too small. And her sleeves need to be like way back here. But yeah, she's moving now. Which is very, very good. And her hair definitely needs some work. Oh, I gotta put the screws back in her, oh! I forgot to put the one screw back in her, her mechanism. But that's okay. And it is 2:03. Alright, I'm gonna sign off of here, because I'm gonna go get ready for work. And, yeah. Thank you for those awesome dollies. And for this, she'll get cleaned up very nicely. You can see a few pretty nice curls there. And her hair is very soft. So I will most likely, oh, her wig's coming off a little bit. Wednesday, I'm thinking, because I am going to, Wednesday night, I work till 9. I'm going to the gym after, and then I plan on doing a late night dolly chat video. So I'm thinking Wednesday nights we can do a little bit of work on her. Because there's very big knotted mat right here that I can feel. So I'll have to find one of my spare bodies. I don't think I have any spare bodies, but I don't know. I'll have to steal a body from someone to put on her, or to put her on. She's just like the one my mom has. Her eyes are better than the other one. Yeah, her eyes don't look as crooked. And I always notice with every motionette I see, no matter if it's the same doll, they're always different. Always. There's never two that are exactly the same. Like the eyes are shifted different, or the paint's different, or the little painted eyelashes up here are different. But yeah, so Wednesday night, probably around 1 or 2 o'clock, 1 a.m., 2 a.m., I will be going live and doing my little dolly chats that y'all love so much. And yeah, we'll work on her. We'll work on her a little bit. Get her all brushed out. And then we'll work a little bit also. Oh, that could be a motionette video. We'll do a late night dolly chat motionette video. Yeah, we'll work on her. And then we'll work on these other two. Get them to quiet down a little bit. Use some of my grease. If anyone's wondering, this is what I use for grease. It works amazing. But yeah, so thank you, sir, for those. And yeah, Wednesday night, tune in. Tune in Wednesday night, probably around midnight, 1 a.m., 2 a.m. maybe. And we'll get to work on her. And you'll see my process and how I do her. Because I have lots of brushes here. I have this one here, which is kind of like a Chrissy brush. And then I have these two. It's plastic bristle, and then metal bristles, which also has the plastic bristles. And yeah, so woo. But yeah, stay tuned for that. And yeah, if you're new to my channel and are just now tuning in, don't forget to comment, rate, like, subscribe, and hit that bell notification button wherever it is. I don't know. So you know when I go live with more dolly videos. And don't forget to tune in Wednesday night for a live dolly chat video. Gonna be working on this girl. I'm gonna make that a motionette video, because usually I work on my Chrissy dolls. But I think Wednesday night we'll make it a motionette video. But yeah, so that's about it for this video. I hope you all have a dollrific day and a dolly-tastic night. And yeah, I will probably be seeing you Wednesday night in my live dolly chat video. All right, adios, y'all.